Okay. So do you want to go back and re-explain what we discussed already?
Yeah, I'll just give a little summary. This is day 2 of pairing on creating a framework for developers inside of GitLab to be able to replicate their data in Geo. So where Geo is, you might have a GitLab instance and you have another one in another place of the world, and you want to replicate all the data to the other place. So that's what this should let you do without spending a whole milestone of work just to replicate another kind of data. Do you want to add anything to that?
Nope.
Yeah, okay. All right, so I guess I'll share my VS Code again. Okay. Oh, okay, right. So probably a good place to pick it back up is package file replicator spec. I think, so there were a bunch of errors on the merge request pipeline, which is probably a bad sign because I think we're just adding stuff that didn't exist before currently. So we probably need to take a look at that at some point. But, oh, wow, what is all that? Okay, so I'm going to try to run this because I don't know where we are exactly. The last thing we did yesterday was trying to rename, I think, event type to event name in some places. So there might be some that we missed potentially.
I just saw one of the failed specs require us to declare the Geo Event class in one of the constants that is used for something else. So I'm going to head and fix this one.
Okay.
So Geo Event Log. Oh, it's there already. Why?
Já está pronto.
Try to run it again.
Oh, sorry, you're asking me to try to run it again?
No, I can do it from, I think I can do it. Let's, Yes, I can do it. Okay.
Mm. Not sure where you're at the moment, but I did fix one thing. It was just it was this.
Okay.
It thought we were looking. It was looking inside of GitLab namespace, GitLab Geo Event Log, and that's not there. So
Probably this will fix more than one issue.
Oh, oops.
Okay.
Hmm. Should we stop spraying maybe?
Yeah. I'll have to stop for a little bit. I need to eat something, but I will come back soon.
Okay, sure. Oh. Okay. Okay. Mm.
I'm back.
Hey,
Hey.
I was just finishing a review. Okay, so I figured out that this test compares event classes to the files, but it only looks for files that have underscore event.rb, and in our case, it's called event, so there's no underscore. So I just removed that. I think it's fine, probably.
Mm-hmm.
And it fixed that test. And on this test, it was creating 2 events. And the reason was because this used to be a let. So model was created when subject was called, which is inside of this expect. And so since we have the hook to replicate create and after create commit in the model, then it was making 2 events happen because this makes an event happen and this makes an event happen. So anyways, this is green now. Oh, there's another thing I fixed, which is that so I added the prefix to the event name, which comes in as create, because we want to create event with the full name, the event name. And so that fixed the event name instead of getting created as instead of the record having the event name created, now it's package file created.
Yeah, we can probably extract this to a method.
Yeah. Okay. So I think, well, I don't know this, but I think we might iterate faster if we don't do that kind of magic. And
okay.
we just, and if this said package file created, like I think it's not really a huge deal, but that was the thought that I had. I don't know if that's even necessarily true. And since we've already got it working this way, if you, I don't know, I just wanted to throw it out there. If you think this is still fine, then we can continue.
Yeah, if we're not using this anywhere else, then there's no need. So I was actually thinking about some of the proposals Tom has made on the
MR?
On the documentation one.
Yeah.
So he was thinking about the methods being called the actual event name. For example, if it's created, it will be created with exclamation mark.
Mm-hmm.
Because we are not using the publish or like the main publish one, maybe we can just rename that to the actual method name.
I'm not
like,
sure. Go ahead.
133, 134, and 135.
Yeah.
Yeah, like this. It's an idea. We don't need to do it right now, but maybe it makes sense.
So currently we are doing publish created.
Mm-hmm.
So
and that would become just created with the exclamation mark. Yeah.
Okay, I'd be okay with that. Yeah, that's not too bad. Just a rename, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Makes sense, I think. Okay. Oops, what did I do? Oh, so some kind of special character in here? Okay. Okay. Yeah, so like I said on the merge request, there was some good feedback about some things we could do, but I don't think we necessarily have to do it right now. So what do you say we go on to consuming the event on the secondary?
Yeah, can be. Can you try to push it again so we see if there is anything broken?
Yep.
Still anything broken?
Okay. Where are we? Package file, replicator. So as it is currently with the replicator handling everything, it would live here, yeah?
I think that the term was process.
Process, yeah, okay.
Process, yes.
And where is the replicator? Oh, okay. So we do need to accept our pass through params. Oh wait. Yeah, okay. So we kind of flipped around the publish thing so that
maybe we need to do the same with
yeah.
Actually,
yeah, tell me if you have thoughts on that, because
so what I had in mind here is this will be handled by the geolog cursor. So I think for the cursor, it's easy to have like one method that will act like a send method that can call whatever method is needed. Then doing that there. Let me just look at the methods again. So I haven't actually tried this, but it at least makes sense in my head.
Yep, yep.
So we will, if you go to the replicator, line 26, or you can set the focus on my user as well. That should also work. So this is the supported events method. This should be, so the log cursor should probably use this to get the reflection of the methods it should handle. So the idea is that we should be able to glue together the cursor from like whenever you receive a new log, instead of having all the events hard coded, you ask for the right replicator to see if that replicator can handle that event. So that's
Okay.
the main idea. So we can remove code from the log cursor, and maybe I think we will still need to have like one line saying register this new replicator or something like that. But
Yeah.
other than that, it should be able to figure out what it can do or what it can't do.
Mm-hmm.
And I haven't gone much far from that, but that was the idea.
Yeah. So this is not the first time that like I've run across the idea that we might need to like register something, because we're going to have like multiple replicators and multiple registries, and I'm not really sure where that kind of thing should live.
For the other types of plugins and gems and etc. that we use, that is usually done as a config initializer. So if that's the case, then we should have a geo replication initializer. I think we actually do have something like that, but for that handles other things. But that only works if we are considering geo Rails. The cursor works in a different way. It has its own lifespan. I don't think it loads the entire Rails environment. I could be wrong. I need to check that.
No, it does. It does load Rails.
Okay, then we can just use Rails initializer.
Yeah, actually, that was part of a problem that I ran into with making it faster to start up the cursor.
Yeah,
But,
I think if you just doing like geolog cursor minus help, it doesn't load. But as soon as you're actually executing it, it
yes.
does load the entire thing.
Yes.
If I'm not mistaken.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, I have another idea to avoid that maybe. Say we did have class name, I don't know, then we could look it up, it'd be part of the event, and you wouldn't need to look at a manifest to know
Yeah,
where to look.
if we can figure out the name by the whatever comes from the log cursor, from the log, yeah, that should work as well.
Yeah. But I mean, there are drawbacks that way too.
I think like because we can control the usage here, we can kind of shape the things to work the way we're thinking about. We don't have like to support any edge case that someone somewhere is going to use this in a different way. So we don't need to support this kind of workflow. If we can avoid using a initializer, then yeah, totally fine.
Yeah.
So this is the log cursor. And I think it's either the daemon or the events class. Let's see.
So I think if we add this class GitLab Geolog Cursor Events event, then the daemon will call this process method on our new events, I think. Ay, ay, ay. So what are we doing? From here, we would do something with a replicator. So that's created. And how would we get the replicator? The event name is package file created. I'd like to do that. That would be nice.
Yeah, Visual Studio crashed for me. I need to try to join again. Let's see.
Oh, okay. So do you think it's reasonable to ask the event for the, I don't know, the replicator? That would actually be ideal, right?
Yeah, the event should. If we have one replicator per event, then yes. Like for the legacy ones, they should know the replicator. But like for the new one, it's well, we could have some logic there that figures out if it's whatever replicator it has to use. Yeah, makes sense.
Okay. Yeah, I think because we can't have more than one replicator per event, because then it would be ambiguous. We'd have to know, right?
Yeah.
Or we have to be able to derive replicator from the data in the event.
So on the new queue, the event name is made by the event prefix plus the actual event that is registered there. So it's created and it's using the package something replicator, then the full name would be package something created, correct?
Yeah.
So it is not like super easy to figure out, because if the event has like space, it's you have to try a little bit to figure what should be where.
If the event has space, is that what you said?
Yeah. So for example, let's say that the hypothetical name is like package file, and the event name is like org cache. So
Right.
yeah, we need a different type of separator there.
Yeah, do you want to, yeah, we should just put in another separator.
Maybe the event name should have like something or whatever is the replicator name, comma, whatever is the event name. We know that comma is not a valid character for like symbols, etc. So it's safe to use.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, okay. So like event prefix, we could just go directly to what we want, right? Which is just the replicator name.
We can also create a new field and say replicator name if we think this is easier. But I don't think we need to do that, to be honest.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Comma, event name. Okay.
Can we make name actually be what we want here?
Which one?
Like
this name?
Like the actual like replicator name, or have a replicator name.
Just like that
method. No, I mean like have a replicator name method or something like that.
Oh, okay.
We're going to use that on the other side as well. Let's see. Yeah, instead of event prefix, let's call it a replicator name. A replicator. Can we call it just name? What? No, that would conflict with the class name.
I don't know.
Replicator name.
Oh, sorry, that is class method.
Yeah. Something like that.
Yeah. Okay, how do you feel about not underscoring and just letting it go in as is, and then we don't have to translate it back on the other end?
would that conflict with a future queue system? Yeah, let's try.
Okay. Well, okay. So, see, the reason that I'm thinking that is because, like, say we had just the class name, so which in this case is going to be package file replicator. Then, you know, over here, like if after we do the separation, then we could do what is it? Is it like const get or something? And then calling it event name now is getting confusing, but I don't know. Can we do like something like that? Wait, how is this supposed to work? Because our payload only has model ID.
We have model ID, and then we pass the rest of the payload to. I think we're doing via initializer right now.
Yeah, so in order to initialize the replicator, we have to have the model.
We need to figure out the model as well. So we need to. The replicator should have like the model class as part of what is defined in it, then, so it can recover it when it's processing.
Like here?
Yeah, or make it as a DSL, like with the event.
Okay. So if this isn't here, then
Raise unimplemented error.
oh, I thought you were saying that we would try to get it automatically. But
Oh, automatic not. We either make it configurable as we did with the event thing, make it DSL, or we can just have something that the user has to implement, like we are doing it with registry.
yeah, I think so this was one of the things Tone mentioned. Oops, stop.
Maybe we can figure that out as well, like automatically, but I think we will need it to be configurable for a while at least, because
Yeah,
supporting the legacy ones will require some work.
Yeah, so I think with a number of these things, like we do we do want to improve the replicator so that things like that are more automatic. But we know we need to be flexible, so we have to be able to support customizing most of these things.
Yeah,
so
I would suggest that we try like this. It is simple right now, so we can move further, and then when we have the whole thing working, we can try to simplify it.
Yeah, I agree. Well, in that case, wait. What is it? Oh yeah, here. No, never mind. Okay. So we've defined model class. Oops. Do we need? Yeah, I don't know, because this is going to be in Geo.
I don't think we need it to be like self.
Oh, okay.
Maybe the actual initializer can figure that out for us. So when you just pass the model ID, and because it knows which model to instantiate, because it has the class, it figures that out. What do you think? So the external class don't need to know that this method exists and to call that method.
Oh.
So this becomes a private thing, not a public. Yeah.
Sure. Okay. So we would just pass in model ID here. Is that what you mean?
Yeah. And then the replicator should be able to handle that. We also don't need the const get.
Is that right?
Yeah, at least for the model ID, we don't. I think what I put on the replicator should work.
Okay. Yeah. That's cool. So we still need const get just to get the replicator class here, though, right? That's not what you were talking about. What is this telling me again? Inherit equals false. No.
What it's saying there?
Oh, just false. It just wants false at the end. Okay.
Why?
Yeah, I vaguely remember this. There was some. Here, let's. Const get inherit false.
Okay. So If inherit is set, the lookup will also search for ancestors and object. So it goes back to like object and kernel as well. Maybe this is something that breaks with autoload or something.
Yeah, I don't remember the exact details, but my takeaway was listen to the Rubocop. Okay. Interestingly, we're not using the event yet, but I guess that's okay. So this was being used in, oh, right, log cursor event. So we could actually do event.replicator, and now we have the replicator process created. I mean, that's gotta need something like event.payload or something.
Mm-hmm. Do you mind me switching from comma to column as a separator?
No, go ahead.
I think should work better.
All right, sounds good. All right, I think we can test maybe this part.
Mm-hmm.
If I look at like spec, let's look at the smaller one. We need the factory for our new event. I guess we don't actually need anything in here. Maybe we don't need this. Oh no, well, I don't know. So here we're creating a Geo Event Log for event. So we need to create a Geo event. Yeah. Event name. I don't know if that needs to be something real yet. Payload. Payload doesn't have to have something. So I'll go with that for now. Oh, oh, okay. Your session crashed again?
Yep.
Weird.
Okay, I'm back.
Currently, it's calling process created on the replicator. So maybe we can. Hmm, hmm, hmm. What do you think about naming this for event name instead of find by?
Yeah, that works for me.
Okay.
I'm not finding where we actually create the name with the comma. In which file is this? Sorry, the column. Is the
Wasn't that here? Yeah, we used to have a publish method doing that.
Maybe the VS Code sync.
Okay, no problem. Let me just grab that. So like this guy.
Mm-hmm. And also the initializer also went away, right?
Did he? Oh, okay.
It actually deleted a lot of stuff.
Yeah, you used to have the. What's it? Did you delete a lot of stuff? Like, do we need to?
I'm looking at the diff right now. You can actually look at the diff inside VS Code as well, and it will show you like side by side.
Mm-hmm.
If you click on the icon bar on the left, and if you go there and you click on the replicator, it should give you, yeah, gives you a GIF.
Nice. There's a lot of functionality in that extension that I'm not familiar with.
I don't know how to like move from one side to the other. File. Oh, I know how to do that in RubyMine, not here. I can simply copy and paste. Let's see. That's the trick. Okay, Finish. Oh, process. Yes, yes. Yeah. Name of the replicator. There's correct. Yeah. Model class, new.
Or was it? Oh, it was just
Model class, new. Sorry, find with exclamation mark. Yeah. We also need the registry thing.
Oh, what just happened? Did something? Oh, okay.
I think this actually should be on the protected one. I don't know. I'm not sure. Let's just put it here. Yeah. I don't know what happened.
Yeah, something's weird.
Okay, let me just copy everything. Try again. Save again. And one more thing here. Yeah. Okay, now we have two. This one is could be the case that we are out of sync, and when you save, it removes things, and when I save, it removes things on your side.
Mm-hmm.
That would explain why. I'll try to reconnect. Let's try to do this. I don't trust this anymore.
Do you want to try just using the Zoom, like control my desktop stuff?
Nah, I don't think that would be better.
Okay.
Can you try to fix like this 2 extra registry there?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Just remove the bottom one, and I think it will be fine. Yeah. Yeah, I think we are good. I'll try to touch less code.
Okay. All right. I'm going to try to run that test again. So process is it's still something that doesn't make sense for what we're going to do, but in my test, I'm just checking that the daemon calls the method we expect it to. Geo log cursor events event. It's right here. It's probably a bad sign that sometimes when I come back to the terminal, there's random characters.
Mm.
So it seems like the replicator did not get instantiated here.
Oh, it's not class name, it's just class.
Okay.
Yeah.
Big
So-
underline should have given it away. I changed something again, so let me try. Oops. Okay. Still not.
Did you hit save?
I believe I did. Yep, looks like it.
Okay.
I thought I added a couple puts, but oh, I'm not calling subject. Subject.process. Okay. Undefined method. Okay, I didn't get
Payload.
model ID correctly. Oh.
No, it's payload.
Oh yeah, it is payload, right? Wait, oh, so payload is nil?
How?
I don't know. That's just a regular active record attribute. Oh, maybe I didn't set it up correctly in the test. Let's see. Oh, yeah.
I should probably be creating a
Package file.
factory.
Oh, yeah. Okay, so we want a factory for Geo Event for package file.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So it's kind of weird. Our Geo Event Log, we have a factory, and then the factories for the actual events are in this file as well. We probably should move that into its own thing.
I've just created a
Okay.
event.
Okay.
Factory bot define.
Frozen string literal.
Is that correct?
Yeah, and then we just need the frozen string. I'll put that.
Oh, yeah. And also the trait here. Trait.
I'm going to not save. You can hit save.
Okay. Package file, event. And this should be payload. With hash or model ID as one. We should also pass something as parameter here. Let me remember how to do that.
Or we could actually create a package file
Yeah,
in here.
that should work. But I think we can also make it as it accepts package file if we pass to it. There is a way to do that.
Okay.
I trying to figure out.
Okay.
Yeah, we can create one just so we don't wait too much. Package file. Yeah, I don't think we need the .ad, but let's try.
Okay. Did you put in the event name, or is that something that we would put here, you think? Like that?
Yeah.
Okay.
That should override. Oh, yeah.
Do you think we should put it in?
This is package file created. It's like this, right?
I think at the moment it's like this. We called it the replicator class.
Okay. You can change the file then. Let's see. Oh, we still have the replicator name thing, and it still removes replicator and goes underscore.
Oh.
So maybe I think we're yeah, it should be like this.
Okay. Okay. Yeah. Oh, underscore. Wait.
Oh, this. Okay.
Yeah, we lost some changes here.
And this should use the event name separator. Yeah.
Okay. Did you do it by join or? I don't remember.
No.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah. That's fine.
All right.
Did we forget to remove the old one?
Yes.
Yeah.
I think actually we should rename this to package file created.
Yeah.
Well,
and then
I don't know. Okay, maybe not. Maybe not.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, right. Where did we start creating a package file? Oh, here.
And then
We just need to What did
Like,
we, NPM?
Try POM, I think, Maven, because I think it's only XML, yes. This should be, I don't know if it creates anything that is correctly, but this one should be simpler. I think it's model ID as well, isn't it? Oh, no, yeah, this is correct, model ID.
Maybe we never, we didn't have an adder, like an adder reader for model or something. Unless, yeah. Just add that, I think.
We renamed event prefix to something else. Replicator name. Yeah.
Yeah, so now we have to, it's actually not, we don't have replicator class name here. We actually have model class, like underscored, kind of. Oh, I don't know. It's getting a little weird.
Yeah. Title-wise. Yeah.
But, and we also need like
Replicator, yeah.
I don't really like it, but okay.
We can always like hide this implementation details in like subclass or something.
Yeah. Oh, almost. It's not titleize. Camelize. See, this kind of thing, it's nice to have them right, I don't know, I think it's nice to have them right next to each other. So you can see where it came from and how you're reversing it. Oh.
Maybe now we need, oh, it's Geo as well, or not? The replicator, did we prefix it that with Geo?
We never did, so right now
maybe,
it's like this.
Yeah, maybe we just need this.
Yeah, but we should put it in Geo, I think. I think Douglas mentioned that.
Okay.
Oh,
file.
That's actually not the right class. Packages. Where are we using this? Because that might not work anymore. Oops, that's not going to help. Is there a way to search only in open editors? That would be nice. No.
I think you can try like command T and model / package. Something. No. Packages.
here. Okay.
Yeah.
What is all this?
Find for class. Did you mean find? I don't think it needs the bang then.
Oh yeah, find without a bang will error, right? Without, if you don't find it.
Yeah.
Oops. Oh, success.
Yay.
I had a puts somewhere, I think. Yeah. Okay. Okay, so the daemon sees our new Geo event and runs process. Well, when we call process, then it finds the replicator, instantiates a replicator, and calls process created on it. And how you, let's see, yeah, I'm looking for the arguments.
I was trying to see the failed specs, and one of those are like Geo Event Log event ID does not exist. Did we rename it that to something else? I think that's why everything is broken.
Oh. Didn't we call it Geo Event ID? Is that why?
Yeah, but then let's see where this broke. Yeah, at least event log serves spec. Prune event log serves spec. Let's see where this comes from. G10.
Hmm. Okay. So what are you looking at now?
I'm looking at the field spec. I'm trying to make VS Code work. It's so frustrating. So in RubyMine, you can tap a shift twice, and it gives you like this Omni search thing. You can search for files, you can search for classes, for method names, for whatever you want, and also actions. So you just type whatever you want there, like either like Rails console or the name of the file or the name of the class, and it works. And VS Code doesn't find the file. Yeah.
Which file are you looking for?
I'm trying to go manually now. So Geo prune event log workers spec. It's not here. Oh yeah, event log workers spec. So this is the one that is failing. And I'm trying to figure out why.
Well, we've made a number of changes. What do you think about pushing again?
Yeah.
Okay, I've pushed it. While you're looking into the existing errors, I'm going to start looking at the process part of the replicator.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, while you're doing that, I'm going to do some of the more minor, like renames and stuff.
Mm-hmm. Okay. So on the documentation, Tom was defining what the nomenclature we should use. And there he defines what a replicable is. So a replicable is a resource you want to sync across GeoNodes. With that in mind, it does make sense to call it to call the mixing as a replicable. I think so, right?
Yeah, I think so. Shoot. Yeah, because the model is still the model.
Yeah.
But
and yeah, when the model receives the replicator, it becomes a replicable. I think that's the analogy.
I think it actually conflicts with Tone's understanding or interpretation of this, because he's thinking about, how like the project is a model, but then the replicables are the repositories.
Yeah, I think you're right. So the replicable would be the repositories, the assets, the things on object storage. Yeah. And then it doesn't make sense to call the mixing replicable, but keep it replicator.
Let me go back then. Anyways, I broke stuff, so. Oh, shoot. Okay. I'm going to commit the Geo namespace part.
Okay.
You don't have any changes, right? Because I'm just going to check out everything because I've committed what I want.
Yeah, I'm not making changes. Go ahead.
Okay. Okay. Oh. I have an idea that comes
Okay.
from Tone's comment here about not needing to specify registry.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe this is actually replicable name, where a replicable has a replicator and a registry. So here we're just deriving what the replicable name is from the replicator class, but it doesn't have to necessarily come from that. But if we do that, you know, then couldn't we do that?
Yeah, makes sense. We can automate, and if someone needs to override that, they can do it.
Okay. Yeah, I think it might be okay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And it's not just that, it's replicable, yeah, registry.
Okay. Let's do that for safety. I don't know. I don't know about you, but I'm always like, well, I don't know.
Yeah.
Why not?
I always do that. Let's make the same thing for the replicable name as well, and then we don't need to do it here.
Oh, well, here we're actually removing it, and there is no
Okay.
thing in the front.
Yeah, makes sense.
Okay. Let's see, what was you saying? Registry? Oh, yeah, okay. So we can remove that, I think. We're not using it yet anyways. Okay. Oh, did I replace everything? No.
It was replicator name.
Yeah, now it's replicable.
I think this can still call the replicator name. I don't know.
Well, so
Replicable, yeah, maybe.
So if we look at like this is not a replicator, right? It's the replicable, maybe. Is what I'm thinking.
Yeah.
Okay.
Naming things is
Oh God,
hardest.
yeah. It seems like especially in Geo.
Yeah.
It's really hard.
There is like nothing we can compare with. maybe we should be naming things like that doesn't mean literally anything like pods or Kubernetes went in like way off with this, like just blobs and pods and whatever and clone machines.
Yeah, see, it makes sense, but it also is like then everyone who wants to use that needs to learn a huge domain.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess it's naturally required for something like Kubernetes, but maybe that's what we're struggling with Geo, is like trying to avoid having people having to learn about it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, but at the same time, it's super helpful to have like consistent terms and
Yeah.
and use that everywhere.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, we ourselves are getting confused about it sometimes.
Okay, what's going on?
What do we want it to actually do when we process created?
Sorry, I was doing something else.
Oh, go ahead. Are you still,
Yeah.
you're still looking into the errors, right?
Yeah, I moved to RootMine because I can figure out what's going on there.
I've pushed up everything that we have so far.
So ask again, please.
What do we actually want to do in process created?
So this is the biggest question here. What we should be doing? I think in one of the POCs, we had, I think Tom proposed something with blueprints, or was Valerie? I don't really know which direction we should go. If we just want to do what we are currently doing, that would call a worker or a service class that would, yeah, it should probably be a service class that would have a sync execute method, and that would schedule a worker, and it will also have a execute that the worker would ask for the same service class, and that should do whatever is needed for the replication. But I think in one of the POCs, they had a better idea there. Maybe this should leave it as a separate thing, like the cloud machiner. I don't know how we're going to call it.
Yeah. Well, I think the main thing is, where are we going to write it? Like, who's responsible? Like the replicator class is not responsible.
In my opinion, it's not responsible for this. It should just dispatch it to something else. And I think it starts as a cron job or a sidekick job, and that sidekick job will call something else. The only job here is like to pass all the correct parameters to this other sidekick job.
So I had one concern with, so I believe it was Tom's merge request, he had some code where it seemed clear. Oh, yeah, this is the one. So for
So
processing the event,
he wanted a single sidekick job.
No. So my issue that I brought up was that I don't know if we can assume that we can always queue a job, because some kinds of work are so important that we want to block the cursor from moving.
I don't think that's the case. We want the cursor to be idempotent.
It's not. Yeah, it's not that it's not idempotent, but that we can lose jobs even.
Yeah.
You know, with.
Yeah, we can lose jobs, and the way to mitigate that is with the verification and the backfill. So we need those three things, because the queue is not 100% reliable, and I think we should keep considering that as like the reality, because it is the reality.
Yeah, so I agree, but I am pretty sure that we currently do. So like, for example, when we have Git repos, we always do this synchronous, we get the registry and we update it before we enqueue a job. So you see where I'm going. Like it's somewhat important, but yeah.
Okay, let me think. So what the current flow today is that the daemon calls one of those events, and then inside it there is something that it does. So the process part is what we are doing on the replicator today, but this is just like if we want to port existing code, we will just copy what is in the process there and paste on the other side, and it should work. But we're trying to make it more generic.
Yeah, I don't think we can necessarily assume that it's going to just send off a job and not do anything else.
I think it will be very hard to not do the same thing we're doing right now, to be honest, because the code base is in the state it is right now. Yeah. So for example, for cache invalidation, we just execute it right now, right away. So there is no sidekick job.
Yeah.
Because it's inexpensive.
Yeah.
Container, we do create the registry first. Sign repositories, we also do that. Yeah, there's no obvious pattern here. For the hashes storage migration, we actually call service, and that service schedules whatever it needs to do. I think one thing that we always do is log the event.
Mm-hmm.
So this is something that we should be doing by the process event.
Mm-hmm. I agree.
Maybe this way we can extract.
Blah, 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 blah. Okay. I'm second guessing using the class name in inferring the replicator class from the event.
Mm-hmm.
It probably, because at this point it's getting a little bit complex. It'll probably be simpler in the long term to do like a manifest kind of a thing. What do you think we just add a constant here in replicator? So we can still call for event name, but
Mm-hmm.
instead of like, doing some magic, we just have event name uses this replicator. This event uses this replicator.
So what about so Active Record has something that you can redefine, I think, table and other things, and it's just like a class method. or something like that. So you're suggesting we just
have like a mapping here.
yeah. Okay, I get it. No, I don't think this is the best idea.
No.
So if we want this to actually work the way we are intending it to work, people shouldn't go to this class to do anything.
Oh, right. Yeah.
There is magic, we hide the magic, and it's fine.
Yeah.
Maybe we can improve the magic, but
Right. Okay. I'll leave it.
we can probably extract all the again, finders is not a good name because we use that with a different name, with a different meaning, but all the lookup code into replicator lookup something, and so it doesn't like pollute the class with all this kind of logic.
Okay. Well, no, never mind. That's okay. We can leave it for now. Hmm.
Okay. I think I figured out why we have the field spec.
Okay.
It looks like to me that we are somehow hard coding the relation name underscore ID in one of the queries.
Hmm.
We are ignoring the foreign key thing. But it's like dip, 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 dip down.
Hmm.
We have like the GitLab database subquery self-join. And I guess it's here that it's breaking. Not fun.
Um,
Let's see.
oh, in Geo Eventable.
Yeah. And if you go to the self-join thing, and they have it's T1 and T2 or TM2, but one of those is probably when you have the relation, you're calling probably a rel table instead of foreign key or something like that.
Hmm.
Probably that's the issue here. At this point, I'm considering we just call it event and remove the geo part of it, or it will be easier than trying to fix this.
Yeah. Okay. I think that's probably true.
Yeah, I'll try to run the debugger here just because this is probably breaking somewhere else, but let's consider renaming as a fix for the next 20 minutes.
Okay. I have a question for you. You ready?
Yeah.
At what point are we going to talk about like blobs, like you know, like how are we going to get
A generic sync service, right?
yeah, but but I think the idea was even further than a generic sync service. Like, can we have a generic like replicator? Blob replicator?
Mm. I think that
Or here inherit from, you know, blob replicator?
Mm-hmm. I think the idea of the blueprints was something like that. I'm not sure if this class is like the one that should have it or not,
Yeah.
either as a subclass or not. But my understanding is that, like, that the idea of the blueprints was to actually do this kind of stuff. So you would say, like, okay, I want to use the blob blueprint something, and here are like all the parameters that you need to, like, where it's stored, and do the magic.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe it's the replicator itself, and if it is the replicator, I think it would make sense at the end to actually split, as Douglas was saying. But then if it's not the replicator can still do this thing about like publishing stuff and consuming stuff, but this other class will do the replication magic. Maybe we should have a call with Tom tomorrow and try to see where he was going with the POC.
Yeah, I mean, I know that in my POC, the idea was a repository strategy and a blob strategy or something like that. But
were you able to actually make something close to workable? Or?
I believe so.
Let's see.
Yeah, hold on before because I'm probably need to refresh my memory first.
Yeah, no worry. Oh, there is a constantize method there.
Oh,
Maybe
that
some
does
of the
const get also.
Yeah, maybe it does something of the const get that we are trying to do.
Yeah, yeah. Oh, I even used it in my POC.
Yeah. I should probably port that.
Well, I didn't do the blob part, and so that's actually like repository, whether it's project, wiki, or design, are all very similar. So like it makes sense that they'd all be able to reuse a lot of the same code to handle events and do syncing. But with blobs, there might be actually more differences.
Yeah, I think so.
And I didn't really explore that in my POC. Let me look at tones again. So I think it'd be a good idea to work with Tone also, but I'm pretty much outside of his working hours. If you want to, you can certainly work with him. Although, like, I wouldn't want you to, you know, spend like 12 hours a day or whatever working.
Yeah.
So if you want to do that, please go ahead and just let me know, and you know, you guys can do some work, and I'll try to pick up. Maybe if you just post a short update on what you've done, then I'll try to pick up from there.
Yeah, makes sense.
Okay. If you do manage to work together.
Yeah, sure. I actually gonna stop today.
Okay.
Yeah. I will try to look at the current issue offline here, but maybe I'll finish tomorrow.
Okay. Yeah, that's kind of a relatively perpendicular, what is it called? Issue.
Yeah.
All right. Thanks for joining me today. I'll see you tomorrow if you have time to. Otherwise, just give me an update on what happened.
Okay.
All right, thanks.
Have a great rest of your day. See you.
You too. Bye-bye.